Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my pronunciation practice series, we're going to be moving on from last week's pronunciation practice class, where we learned weak forms, that is to say when we don't pronounce all the vowels in a particular syllable or in a particular word, and we'll be looking at word stress. That's where we do pronounce the vowels. So we'll be looking at word stress and intonation in typical things you might say when you meet someone for the first time. We'll see how intonation works. You'll get a chance to practice. We'll move on to word stress. We'll move on to word stress in different word family. That's where the difference in the part of speech changes the word stress. So whether it's a noun, adjective, or adverb will change the way it's pronounced. So we'll look at all these examples, and at the very end, if we have time, we're going to try to apply these to a dialogue or speaking situation. So you get the chance to put them into practice. Okay? So that is a little bit about today's class. Here's a bit about me. If you're new out there, I'm Jon-Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. Here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Tune into the new words, or in this case, the new concepts that you're learning. That means use them actively so that I can correct you and give you feedback. Finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And right now, let me share my screen with you, and I will open the document we're going to use. Whoops. And there, oh, no, let's go to the top. Okay, so when you open it up, or you can just use your screen because I'll be sharing pretty much everything. If you're going to open it up, scroll down past the contact page. You'll see the table of contents. We're in class 5 out of this unit, 5 of 5. You can either click that or just scroll down to the next page because that's where it begins, on page 3. Okay, so we just read out the lesson plan, so I think we should just get started. I'll be putting a summary at the very end, so you can always go back to the class and remember what we did. And there we go. So, we've got 2 out of 9. That's a good start. I'm sure other people will be joining us very soon. Maybe we should give them just a minute or 2. So let's just say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, seen any good movies lately? See any good movies lately? Read any good books?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. All right. I'm just making small talk until the other 7 people join us.
That's their loss.
I never understand why people reserve classes and then don't show up. I find that to be very strange.
Me too.
Ah, here's Dennis. Now we can get started. Excellent. Dennis, we were waiting for you, and now you're here. Excellent. Hello, Dennis. How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Teacher? Oh, you mean
Right? Teacher.
you mean me?
No, me.
Oh, right, exactly. You're the teacher, Dennis. I am your humble servant. Okay. 3 out of 9. Humble. Yes, that's right. I said humble. That's right. 3 out of 9 is a good number to start with. So let's get started. Intonation. I'm going to ask you to say those 3 messages you see, A, B, and C. Not messages or mini dialogues, just a person speaking and a person responding. I'm going to ask you to use a different intonation for each, depending on the level of enthusiasm that you think, or the level of familiarity. Maybe it would be a better way to say it. So, in the little mini dialogue A, does that sound like people are familiar or not familiar with each other? Dennis? No trick questions here.
It looks like they are familiar.
Not in the picture, but in the dialogue A. Look at dialogue A, look at dialogue B. Which one is the most familiar? Which is the least familiar?
A is most familiar.
Why?
Because he just say hello. I think they are familiar. C is not.
But wait a second. But you're not giving me a reason why they're familiar. If I say hello, couldn't I say that to anybody on the street?
No.
No?
They hello. Maybe.
Listen, if I don't know your name, could I say hello to you?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So A is not familiar. But look at C. Is that familiar?
Yeah.
It is. Because?
Because he knows the name
He?
of the thing.
Well, one thing. Wait. One thing. When we're speaking in general, well, let's just say the person, because the person. Yeah, we don't know if it's a he or she. The picture does not go with those dialogues. The picture is for something else. So, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. The first is probably the least familiar, A. The last, C, is probably the most familiar. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's try these little dialogues and see how our intonation changes. Igor, what is intonation? Do you know that word? It's a fancy word.
I know. Intonation is the way you use your voice when you talk.
The way you use your voice when you talk. Okay.
It's like up and down in pitch. Or like you can say hello, or you can say hello.
Absolutely. So, hello is a kind of intonation for a question. Hello. And hello is an intonation for a statement.
Yep.
Just using what you said. Okay, that's it. How your voice goes up and down. It's good to define these things because I don't want to use terms. I don't like using grammatical terms, and intonation is a little grammatical, a little technical. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go around the room and try these out. I don't know where everyone else is today, but let's just go ahead without them. So, Dennis, you're going to be A. I'm sorry, you're going to be person 1 in A. Igor, you're going to be person 2 in A. And as we said before, this is two people who are not familiar with each other. Let's hear how your intonation is. Ready? Go for it, Dennis.
Hello.
Morning.
There you go. Sounds good to me. So a very flat intonation. Okay. Igor, you're going to be person 1 in C. Dennis, sorry, Daniel, you're going to be person 2 in C. And as we said before, this is the most familiar of the three. Let's try it. Igor?
Jane, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. So you're Jane, Daniel. I hope that doesn't cause any issues with you. It's true. Jane, hello. It sounded very good, and notice how Igor and Daniel, notice how your voices kind of did a rising and falling tone, going up and down. Jane, hello, la. So it kind of goes up and down. We call that, I'm going to call that rising and falling. raising, but rising. 1 second. A rising, falling tone. Just like Chinese. You've got those tones, those 4 tones in Mandarin Chinese. It's a good way to look at English too. You've got the rising, falling tone. I can't think of a word with the rising, falling tone. Dennis, don't you speak Chinese?
Yes, I speak Chinese.
Excellent. Give us a rising, falling tone. What's a word with a good rising, falling tone in Chinese? Do you have one? The problem is, if you speak Chinese, you probably don't even think about the tones.
Yes, I don't realize the tones.
Well, I know if you take a simple word like hello, ni hao, the how
Right.
kind of rises at the end. How? So it's a little bit like that. Jane, hello. It kind of goes up, but both words have a rising, falling tone. So Dennis and Igor, it sounded very good. Let's go to Dan. It said Dennis. I keep saying Dennis when I mean to say Daniel. Jeez, what's going on? Daniel, you're going to take person A and B. You're taking person A in letter B. Dennis, you're going to take person number 2 in letter B. This one is in the middle because it's not too informal. It's not like C, and it's not too formal. It's not like A. Let's hear how your intonation changes in situation B. Are you ready, Daniel?
Yes.
Go for it.
Morning.
Hi, how are you things? How are things?
One more time. Daniel.
Morning.
Hi, how are things?
Okay. Maybe, Dennis, maybe it sounds a little bit flat, a little bit like A. So it's got to be a little bit more of a rising tone. So instead of, hi, how are things? Hi, how are things? Hi. So try
Hi.
with, that's it, yeah.
Hi, how are things?
Good, good, much better.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. See, now I just called you Daniel. My brain isn't working, and I already had coffee. Listen, the rising, falling tone. It's just something that you're not going to see in grammar books. You're not going to see it in most English books, but it's a good way to describe what's going on. So what we're going to do is look at the situation in the pictures, identify whether they're familiar, unfamiliar, or if it's a kind of a neutral situation. So unfamiliar, very familiar, or neutral. And then we're going to listen to each one. And I can't play the audio, so I'm just going to kind of say these for you. Then I'll give you a chance to practice. Basically, what I heard sounded pretty good. So, Igor, tell us the situation in the first picture.
What?
Tell us the situation in the first picture. Who are they? Where are they? What are they doing? Do they know each other? What seems to be happening in the first picture?
Well, it looks like maybe they're neighbors.
Maybe they're neighbors.
Or
Okay.
maybe they're friends and one friend just came came to visit another. So we can't really tell the level. Yeah, can't really tell. All you can see that that a man is trying to let in another woman. I don't know.
Is the man trying to let someone in, or is the woman? I can't tell. Well, look at what they say. So that gives you another clue. You can see the written text.
Hi, all right.
Right. So do they seem familiar with each other based on the written text?
I don't understand. Like, hi, all right. What is that?
Hi, are you all right? But you cut out the are you.
So I think that if you're using ellipsis in this case, so I think they know each other pretty well. Like, hi, all right.
Well, they're not using each other's names, but could be. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I've got these recorded, and I'll upload the recordings after class. But what I'm going to do is play it on my end. You probably won't hear it, and I'll repeat it back to you. If you hear it, great. Let me see if I can play this. 1 second. Could you hear that?
Could you turn on?
It's all the way up.
Volume?
The volume's all the way up. So you can't hear that, right? It's not. You can't hear the recording. Am I right? Can
Just
you hear? Just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to repeat it back to you because the volume's all the way up. It's as loud as I can get it. Hang on a second. Let's try this again. Hi. Hi. All right. So, they sound familiar or not so familiar?
Well, it sounded like the woman was sick or something.
Well, that's how she really sounded. So, maybe... Hi. Hi. All right. Or maybe they just don't like each other. Well, the idea is that they probably have seen each other, but don't really know each other. They're not friends, per se. So a little bit neutral or less familiar with each other, probably. Okay, going on to page 5. Daniel, look at picture number 2. Where are they? What's happening?
It's a woman who tried to get in a
Who
in
is
a
good? Who is trying to? Who is trying
is
to?
trying to get in a bathroom or
Men's bathroom.
restroom. It's bathroom.
Right. Who is trying? We're looking at the picture in the present, so you can use the present continuous because it's happening at the moment we're speaking. She's trying to get into the men's bathroom because
She missed.
she missed.
She
What's happening at the women's bathroom?
it's full.
Yeah,
It's a
full.
big file.
There's a big
line.
That's it. There's a big line. So she tries to go to the men's bathroom. And do you think she knows the person in the men's bathroom?
No.
Maybe not. The only thing is, look at the dialogue. So, let's put it on a scale from 1 to 3. 1, they are completely unfamiliar. 2, maybe they're colleagues, they know each other but not very well. 3, they're friends. So, scale of 1 to 3, what would you rank this one? Based on what's written, not based on the picture, based on what's written.
1.
You'd give it a 1. Yeah, I'd say 1 or 2, maybe. By the way, let's say a quick hello to Quentin, who's just joining us right now. Hello, Quentin. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. And you?
Very good. Where are you from, Quentin?
France.
From France. France
Yeah.
is a very big country. Where in
Yes.
France?
Lyon is between Paris and Marseille.
From Lyon. Very
Yes.
good. Bienvenue.
Thank you.
There's the 2 words in French that I know.
Okay.
Besides Vichyssoise and Bouillabaisse, and I know some food. That's about it.
Okay.
Well, today we're looking at intonation, how your voice rises and falls, word stress, where we make a syllable stronger in a word. Actually, if you speak French, this is really good practice because the intonation in French is very different than English. The stressed syllables are very different. The connections between the words are different. So this is probably good practice. We're building on what we did last Monday at this time. We looked at weak forms. We looked at when we don't pronounce words or we don't pronounce vowels. vowels meaning A, E, I, O, or U, when we don't pronounce them in the course of a dialogue or when we're speaking to someone. So, Daniel said, picture number 2, they're probably not familiar. They just ran into each other, or maybe they're colleagues, maybe they know each other, but they're not friends. Let's listen to how it sounds. You won't be able to hear the audio, but I'll read it. I'll say it back to you. Well, they sound like they're in a hurry. He says, "Hello, how you doing?" "Fine, thanks. And you?" "Hello, how you doing?" "Fine, thanks. And you?" Well, they sound like they're in a hurry. Do you hear a rising and falling tone? Daniel?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
The question? Do you hear a rising, falling tone like before? Or do you hear a rising tone, a falling tone, or a rising, falling tone?
Rising, falling.
Okay. So say the line back to me where you hear the rising, falling tone. Daniel?
Yeah?
Say the line back
Oh.
to me where you hear the rising, falling tone.
Hello, how are you doing?
Jew or you?
You.
One more time.
Hello, how are you doing?
To make it easier, say it like this. Hello, how you doing? How ya?
Hiya. Hello, how you doing?
Doing.
How you doing?
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The ing is a little difficult for everyone, but doing. What you've got to do for the ing, it's a little difficult, takes some practice, but you've got to go doing. The back of your tongue touches your throat and it closes off the air. Doing.
Doing.
That's it. That's it. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
Okay, make sure you've got 2 syllables. Doing.
Doing.
Doing. Really, 2 syllable.
Doing.
That's it. That's it. So it sounds good. I don't know if I hear a rising, falling tone, but hello, how you doing? Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe doing.
Not.
Yeah. No, maybe
Not.
you're right. No, you're right. Doing. Yeah, you're right.
Doing.
Doing rises. Do rises and ing falls. Yeah, you're right. Doing. Hey, how you doing? Doing. Yeah, it works. It works. Okay. So let's go through these, and then I'll give you all a chance to practice your intonation. Let's try to make a mental note where you hear the tones rise, fall, or where there are rising, falling tone together. All right. So Dennis, let's take a look at 3. 1 second. I'll scroll down a little bit. Okay. Look at the people in the foreground of the photograph. Where are they, and what's happening? What do you think, Dennis?
They are in a supermarket.
I agree. And what's going on?
The person take a good, and he.
Instead of a good, you could just say something. Take something from. Take something from.
From the
shelf, right?
And he see another person's face.
That's right. Picks up a box of cereal and suddenly sees another person. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 3, how familiar do you think they are with each other? 1 is completely unfamiliar. 3 is good friends.
Yeah, they are good friends.
They're good friends? Are you sure? Why do you say that? What evidence do you have? Look at the text. Do you have evidence that they're good friends? Maybe they are, but just give me a reason why.
mm, they uh, they they don't say hello to each other, and they say um, uh,
Morning.
morning or morning. Yeah, morning is.
Okay,
Um,
I see what you're saying. Okay, I agree with you, but I wouldn't say they're good friends. At a scale of 1 to 3, I would say this is a 2. So they are acquaintances. They know each other, but they're not good friends. They're not that informal. But you're right, they're not totally unfamiliar. So I'd give this a 2. A 2 from 1 to 3, I'd give it a 2. All right, let's take a listen and let's note where the rising, falling, or rising, falling tones happen to be. Here we go.
And you?
1 second.
Morning. What's new? Oh, nothing much, just usual.
So you probably couldn't hear that. Morning. What's new? Oh, nothing much. Just the usual. Once again. Morning. What's new? Oh, nothing much. Just the usual.
Morning. What's new? Oh, nothing much. Just the usual.
Okay, very good. So, do you hear rising, falling, or rising, falling tones?
Yeah.
Or is it just flat? What do you hear?
Yeah. Morning and new is rising.
Okay, morning. What's new? Well, wait, hold on a second. New? If it was rising, it would be what's new? So it's not really rising. That would sound like a question. It is a question, but it's not really a question. It's a rhetorical question. So, morning. So, morning, more, syllable 1 does rise. What's new? What's new? New. Actually, if I say it slowly, what's new? New. It actually falls on the new because it's more of a statement, a question that's being said like a statement. It's not really meant to be answered. But you're right, morning rises on the first syllable. Oh, nothing much. Just the usual. Just the usual. What about just the usual? Do you hear rising, falling, flat, or rising, falling together? Rising, A, falling, B, flat, C, or D, rising, falling tones? Just the usual. Just the usual.
Usual. Usual is falling and rising.
Just the usual. 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 Well, let's try it. So I'll say it once, you repeat it once. Just the last part. Oh, nothing much. Just the usual.
Oh, nothing much. Just the usual.
Okay, it's good. Usual. So usual to me sounds like it's actually rising, not like a question, but it does seem to go up, stressing the word usual. Just the usual. Just the usual. So it seems like it does rise a little bit, but not in the way we'd ask a question. So it's kind of a rising tone, at least for me. All right. So let's try 2 more. Then we're going to go to word families, and then we'll try to put this all into practice at the end. All right. So we're back to Igor for 4, and then Quentin, you're going to do 5. Igor, what do you think? I don't know if you can see what's going on in the picture.
Well, I see it's like, I think they're in a shop.
Yeah.
They have a sale.
Yeah, looks like there's a sale.
Yeah.
All right.
2 girlfriends finally meet each other. And it looks like they're pretty familiar with each other. Like they're friends.
Looks like they're pretty familiar. I agree. Okay, very good. So, let me see if I can, let's see if we can listen to it once, and then,
Let me
whoops.
guess. It would be like, "Hello, lovely to see you. It's been ages since last I've seen you."
Say that first part again.
Hello, lovely to see you. You look
Lovely.
well. You
I
too. How's it going? It's ages since I saw you last.
The lovely to see you. I would guess, I have to listen to it, but I would guess it would be, it's lovely to see you, putting the stress on C.
Lovely to see you.
I think it would be on the C. Let's listen to it. And again, you won't be able to hear it probably, but I'll say it back to you. So here we go. Oh, actually, she said, lovely to see you, because this is British English. Lovely to see you. So she put the stress on lovely.
You too. How's it going? Ages since I saw you last.
How's it going? It's ages since I saw you last. So, actually, maybe you said it better than I did. I'm going to play it one more time and I'll say it back to you so you can hear it. 1 second.
Since I saw you last.
Whoops.
You too. How's it going to see you? You look well. You
Whoops. What?
lovely to see you. You look well. You too. How's it going? It's ages since I saw you last.
Hello. Lovely to see you. You look well. You too. How's it going? It's ages since I saw you last. There you go. There's a lot of information there. Let's pick the key phrases. So let's pick lovely to see you and ages since I saw you last. Okay? First, say them back to me, Igor.
Lovely to see you. It's ages since I saw you last.
Just one thing. Your voice has got to drop on the last syllable of the first line. So the first line again?
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
What? What do you want from?
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
What's the problem?
It's not dropping. Your voice isn't dropping. You're saying, lovely to see you. And I'm saying, lovely to see you. And I'm letting my voice drop, going down. Try it one more time.
Lovely to see you.
Well, you're saying, see ya. And I'm saying, see you.
Lovely to see you.
That's it. It really is like that. Because of the way she stressed. If you say see ya, it's like see you later. But that would be a weak form. There's no weak form here. There's a weak form on the word to. Instead of to see you, it's to see you. But it's not really see ya, because there's nothing coming next. There's no reason to stress the next thing. So there is a kind of a stress on you. It's just that. So I would really say to you and let your voice drop. Lovely to see you. You look well. I mean, it continues on with another stress. And the last line, it's ages.
It's ages since I saw you last.
Ages since I saw you last. And I think in the recording, let me play it one more time. 1 second.
You look well. You too. How's it going?
The problem is that she has a very, very strong British intonation. It's different than I would say it. She said, it's ages since I saw you last. It's like really, not really an American way.
Well,
Not really.
in America would be like, it's ages since I last saw you. I don't know, I saw you last as nothing.
Yeah. That's part of it, and we wouldn't use the word ages in American English. We'd say, dude, been a long time, bro. What's up? Right? We'd change the slang.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yo, dude, long time no see. Yo, what's up? We wouldn't say ages, so that's another thing. So here, just pointing out, it's ages since I saw you last, has a rising tone at the end. In American English, maybe we wouldn't say it exactly like that, but I'll upload the recordings anyway, and you can practice with that, or maybe I'll do a version of my own. Let's try one last one here for Quentin. Take a look at the situation in 5, Quentin. Where are they, and what's going on? What do you think?
Okay, so both characters are in a car. They are crossing each other. I don't know, maybe in a junction.
Mm-hmm.
And one, the girl is raising her hand. And yes, that's all.
Okay, look at the text and tell me if they're on a scale of 1 to 3, 3 being the most familiar, 1 being unfamiliar. How familiar are these people with each other based on the text?
3, I guess.
So very familiar.
Yes.
Okay, what makes you say that? Why do you think very familiar?
Because you meet someone in a car, a colleague or someone you don't know, you don't talk much with them.
True, but is there anything in the text, the written text at the bottom, that makes you think that they know
see
each
you
other
around.
well? See you around. Well, I would say that to you. Hey, see you around, Quentin. I don't know you. I would say that to you.
Okay.
So, I would say that they know each other, but they're not friends. I would give it a 2 out of 3. Because I don't see, they're not calling each other by their names. So I would say that's kind of neutral. Just because I don't see their names and I don't see really familiar language like, hey, what's up? Some vocabulary. Are they at a junction? Do you know another way to say junction?
Crossing path? I don't know.
We'd say intersection.
Intersection. Yeah, junction is English, no?
No, junction.
No, it's the same?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I would say junction is more like, it sounds like more like for a train or something.
Okay.
But for a car, we'd say, or car or pedestrian, we'd have to cross. The crosswalk is at an intersection between 2 roads. And one other thing, just a quick point, not a major deal, but a quick point. You said there are 2 people. I thought you said there are 2 people in a car in the beginning.
Yes, I understand.
But that would mean they're in the same car. So are they in a car or are they in cars?
Yes, cars.
Yeah. Because otherwise it sounds like they're sitting next to each other. Okay, very good. Let's take a quick listen. Again, you won't be able to hear the audio, but I'll repeat it back to you, or you probably won't be able to hear it. Here we go.
I'll be off now. See you later.
I'll be off now. See you later. Yeah, see you around. So it sounds like they just got done having a quick chat. Because she says, I'll be off now. See you later. Yeah, see you around. So, quick analysis. 4 possibilities. Either you hear A, a rising tone, B, a falling tone, C, a flat tone, or D, a rising falling tone together. So, in those lines, the girls or the guys, what do you think you're hearing, Quentin?
Um,
I'll be off now. See you later. Yeah, see you around.
flat, I guess.
For which? The guy, the girl, or both?
Both.
I don't know if it's completely flat. You're right, it's not very animated. You're right about that. So it's a little bit flat. I agree with you. But let's see. I'll be off now. See you later. I'll be off now. See you later. So if I slow it down a little, I agree with you that it's a bit flat. I agree. Because they don't know each other. So it's a little bit compared to number 4. So I would say we'll go with your answer because it gets to the point. They're not that familiar with each other. Yeah, see you around. If they were familiar, they'd say, yeah, See you really soon. The voice would go up and down. So I think it's a good way to describe it. In those two lines, let's go on to word stress for a second. Where are the stressed words? First of all, let's listen to the very first line the girl says. I'll be off now. I'll be off now. Is there a word which is more stressed than the others, Quentin?
Off.
Exactly. So stress means stronger. I'll be off now. See you later. Where's the stress in see you later?
Later.
Lay. Exactly. So later, and probably the first syllable. Later. Okay, let's try this little dialogue between the two of us, okay? You be the girl, I'll be the guy. Go for it, Quentin. Quentin?
Oh, can you hear me? Sorry. I will be off now. See you later.
A little slower.
I will be off now. See you later.
Try the first one again. I'll.
I'll be off now. See you later.
See you later. Later.
See you later.
Okay, good. Let me hear the I'll one more time. I'll.
I'll.
I think you're putting the L too far back in your mouth. I'll. Listen to me. I'll. My tongue touches my front teeth. I'll. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Much better. Much better. Okay. Okay, it sounds pretty good. There's one more here at the end, and you could probably guess just by looking at it that they're not familiar with each other. So, let's have Daniel and Dennis. This is going to be a very flat tone because they're not familiar with each other. Dennis, you be person one. Daniel, you respond. Let's hear how it sounds.
Bye. I will be in touch. Yeah.
I'll be in touch.
I'll be in touch. Yeah.
Fine. Bye.
They don't care about each other at all.
No.
All right. So, Dennis, in your line, where were the stressed words or stressed word?
In touch. Bye. Yeah.
By? Okay. Because it's alone. Yeah.
Be in touch. Touch.
I agree. By, in touch. Okay. And Dennis, the word yeah, rising, falling, flat, or rising, falling?
Rising and falling.
Okay, say it for me one more time.
Bye. I'll be in touch. Yeah.
Yeah? Well, that sounded like a rising tone to me. So I agree. I agree. The way you said it sounds right. But it's not rising, falling. Yeah? It sounds like it's rising. So in British English, much more than in American English, a way to show that you agree with someone, instead of saying didn't you, couldn't you, we might just say yeah. In American English, not so much. But anyway, here you can really hear, I'll be in touch, yeah? That means I will really be in touch. I'm being kind of emphatic about it. Yeah? It's always this like confirmation at the end. Fine, bye. That's pretty flat. Let's go on to word families. I want to give you a chance to look at how the words change when they change part of speech. So, Igor, talk to me about stress in exercise 2.
Okay. What do I need to do?
Just read it, and I'd like you to read through the 4 examples. And you'll see in the examples, I put the part that changes in bold, so the darker parts just show you, that'll give you your clue as to what word family it's a part of, whether it's a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection, or what have you. Okay? So read it for me and give me the 4 examples.
A photograph.
Mhm.
Photographic. Photographer. To photograph. So
Okay.
it
You
was
missed the directions, but that's okay. The strongest syllable in the word is called the stressed syllable.
Yep.
All words have a stressed syllable. In word families, this can change. So, Igor, what part of speech is number 1?
Now
It is a noun, correct. Say it for me once more.
a photograph.
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 Yeah. Photograph. It's a photograph.
Photograph.
Sounds good to me. All right. So where's the syllable? Where's the stress in the word? Photograph. Photograph. 3 syllables. Which is the stressed one? 1, 2, or 3?
You have to say photograph. Photo. The first one.
The
Photograph.
first. Right. Photograph. First syllable. Okay, Quentin, let's look at number 2. Could you say that for me?
Photographic.
Almost. Almost. One more time. Put the stress on the 3rd syllable.
Photographic. No, I don't know.
Because you're putting it sounds like you're putting it on the 2nd. I'm hearing photographic. Yes. Try it on the 3rd. Try it on the 3rd. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can even try to just swallow the first syllable. Don't say it. Just photographic. 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 Photographic.
Photographic.
That's it.
Okay.
Let me hear 1 and 2 together, Quentin.
Photographic.
Let me hear 1 and 2 together.
Photographic.
And now number 1?
Photographic.
Number 1 is photograph.
Oh, sorry. Photograph.
Number 2?
Photographic.
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 You've got to be a little more clear in the syllables. So listen to me and then repeat. Listen to me. 1, photograph. Repeat.
Photograph.
Good. 2, photographic. Repeat.
Photographic.
Photograph, photographic.
Photographic.
Both. Photograph, photographic.
Photograph, photographic.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So one lesson to learn is it's a lot harder to pick up the intonation or the stress if you don't hear it and repeat it. You've really got to hear it. Later, you'll be able to hear it in your memory when you're much more familiar. In the beginning, it's better just to listen and repeat. That's why working with recordings is a really good idea, actually. So, Daniel, let's hear number 3.
Photographer.
So which is the stressed syllable?
Second one.
Photographer. Yeah, photographer.
Photographer.
It's just, I'm not hearing the R's though. Photographer.
Photographer.
That's it. Okay, so the second syllable is stressed. Very good. What part of speech is number 1, 2, and 3? Dennis. Number 1, Igor already said, but what is it? Number 1 is what part of speech? Noun, verb, adjective, adverb?
Noun.
Number 1 is noun.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 is what?
Adjective.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I don't know the word.
Number 2, photographic.
Yeah. Adjective.
Wait. Noun, verb,
Adjective.
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 Adjective. That's right. Number 3, what part of speech is that?
Noun.
It is a noun. It's a personal noun. For the photographer is a person. Okay, and what part of speech is number 4, Dennis? Absolutely. Say number 4 for me.
To photograph.
Good, to photograph. So, are numbers 1 and 4 the same or different in those stress of the word, the main word?
They are the same.
They are. A photograph to photograph. That's it. So, it just gives you a little guide here to show you more or less how the word family can change the word stress. In the word photograph, the noun and the verb don't change. In the word record, they do. To record, I'm going to play a record. So record, first syllable. Record, second syllable. Record is a verb, record is the noun. So there's different patterns. They're not always the same. And but just keep in mind that stress can change. So I'm going to give you a little chart where we'll get a chance to practice this. In exercise 3, you're going to guess the stress. Okay, the first one's done for you. You can repeat if you like. Industry, industry, industrial, industrial, industrialist, industrialist, industrialize, industrialize. Okay? Igor, let's take line number 2, row 2.
Okay. So?
Row 2.
Invention?
With a V, not a W. Not invention, but invention.
Invention.
No.
Invention.
You got to put your teeth on your lip.
I do this. It doesn't help.
I don't know. It takes practice. But it really sounds like invention, like you're not making contact. But say the word. Say the word. Wait. Say a word with the V in the beginning, like the color violet.
Violet.
Violet. You're putting your teeth behind your lip. If I do it, violet. My teeth are almost in front of my bottom lip. Violet.
Violet.
Well, I can't see you, but you can see me. Take a look at my big ugly face. See it?
Yes.
Okay. My teeth are almost outside of my mouth. Look. Violet.
Violet.
Perfect. You can do it. That's exactly right. It sounded 100% better. Give me a second. Okay. Let's try invention. I know it's a little difficult at first, but get your teeth in front of your lip. Invention.
Invention.
It's not bad. Next.
Inventive.
Okay.
Inventor.
Right?
Invent.
Okay. Word stress. Give me a number. Invention has 3 syllables.
Sure.
Where's the stress?
Invention. Invention.
You're saying the first, but you're putting it on the second. So is it the first or the second?
Invention, yeah. When? So the second one.
Second, right. What about inventive? Same or different?
The same.
Same. Inventor. Same or different?
Same.
Same. Invent. Same or different?
Same.
It's the same all the way through. Exactly right. It's always on the vent in all 3. That's right. Okay, very good. And much improved on the V sound. If you need to, slow down the word. It's a little bit unnatural at first, but it'll become a habit really quickly. So just slow it down if it's difficult. All right, Quentin, let's take the 3rd row.
Competition.
Listen to me. Competition.
Competition.
That's it. Next.
Competitive.
Good. Next.
Competitor.
Good.
Compete.
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 Okay. Compete. Competition is 4 syllables. Where is the stress in competition? First, second, third, or fourth?
Third.
Third is correct. And what about the next one?
Third. Same.
No, it's not. Say it again. Say it.
Competitive. On the second?
Right. Next.
On the second?
On the second for competitor, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the last one?
In the second.
Okay, say the last one for me.
Compete.
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 Yeah, E.
Yes.
Not eh, but E. Okay, good. And say the third one for me one more time, please.
Competitor.
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 Right. In American English, the T becomes a D. Competitor. Like door. Competitor.
Competitor.
Yeah, if you say it quickly, we drop the T. Okay, very good. That's it. Sounds good. And we're back to Daniel for the next one, which is below competition. For Daniel?
Criticals.
Not kism, but schism.
Sorry?
Not kism, but schism at the end. Schism.
Criticism.
Not kism, schism.
Schism.
Slow down. Go slow. Go backwards. First, schism. Go back. Good. Criticism.
Criticism.
Perfect. Now the whole thing. Fast.
Criticism.
Perfect. First, second, or third. Criticism. 4 syllables. First, second, third, or fourth.
The first one.
Correct. Okay, next.
Critical.
Okay,
First
good.
one.
Good. Next.
Critic. First one.
Good.
Criticize.
Criticize.
The third one. Criticize. Criticize. The third one.
Okay, let me hear all 4 back to back really fast.
Criticism.
Criticism.
Criticism. Critical. Critic. Criticize.
Okay, that's good. Criticism, critical, critic, criticize. Very good. All right, we're going to stop here because we're at the end of the hour. What I'm going to do is upload a recording of everything we've done. You listen and repeat to the recording, and you'll get a little bit of practice. With that, I might have an exercise for you to do, but basically, just listen and repeat. Notice where there's a rising, falling, or flat tone in the dialogue, and where the stress is in these examples. Okay, I'll load that up and send you a link a little bit later today. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute for the business class. Stick around for that. We're going to be working on we're doing business communications, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where we are. I can't remember. I'll tell you in a second. Bye for now, everyone. Very good job today. Very good.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.